What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're jumping back into the realm of JUND, and we're also going to find a reason to play Skeletal Swarming. And before we get into that, I want to say thank you to all of you that participated in the giveaway. If you've been contacted, if you haven't, check your messages, because we had 5 winners, I think, from that reply. So you want to check your messages, make sure and respond so I can get that stuff in the mail to you as soon as possible once the snow's gone outside. And thank you for those of you that stopped by to the stream today, or yesterday. We actually had a good time building a sliver deck on the stream live. First time I ever did something like that, and that was actually pretty sweet. But for today's deck, we're going to try doing something a little bit different, where there's not a lot of room to do a lot different in Standard, but we're going to give it our best go and see if we can find room to play Skeletal Swarming. Let's get to it. Now, as always, you know I got to tell you, show some love to our folks over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com. They take care of so many Magic content creators, and they're big supporters of the Magic community, and you can get all your official MTG gear there, but you can also get Pokemon, D&D, a bunch of anime stuff. Go check them out. Now, this list is going to be playing a lot of what you've seen before in some of the other JUND decks, but we're trying to squeeze in Skeletal Swarming and see what we can do. Because the theory here is, against some decks, if we can have enough jump blockers, once Skeletal Swarming is going, there's a good chance we're going to be able to win just by war of attrition. But it's also a card that, if it slips through, the Izzet decks don't have a lot to do to it. Now, they can sweep your skeletons, but a lot of them have even gotten away from playing the sweepers lately, I've noticed. So maybe this is a small window where you can squeeze this in and try this out. But we're playing 2 Bloodchief Thirst. Obvious. No surprises there. 2 Eye Twitch. I would play more Eye Twitches, really, but I'm just out of room. I really wish I could play like a third and a fourth one. Shambling Ghast. And I'll tell you the reason it is important is we have what I call the 5 mana combinations in here, right? Shambling Ghast on 1, Deadly Dispute on 2, gets you to 5 mana going into turn 3. Same thing with Jaspera Sentinel and Magda, set you up to have 5 mana turn 3. And that's kind of the kicker, right? If we can cast our 5 mana spells on turn 3, then this is actually really powerful. Now, we can do a bunch of other things and buy time, and that's okay, but just saying, like, that is one of the big things we're aiming for. Now, we do have the Deadly Dispute we talked about. Infernal Grasp, we're playing a couple copies of those, just because you need some instant speed removal. Then we have Prosperous Innkeeper for 3 copies. Maybe not necessarily, but against the aggro decks, this does matter when you have Skeletal Swarming out, making you even just 2 life a turn or whatever, especially alongside an Eska's Chariot. So, you know, a couple of Skullport Merchant, because this card's also really good. Then we have 3 Eska's Chariot. Could play a 4th if you really wanted to. I don't think I'd argue against that. Then we have 4 Goldspan Dragons. Also, don't forget that there's occasionally times you're going to get to a bunch of treasure out on the board that Magda can still just go get free dragons. And that still matters. Then we have 4 Skeletal Swarmings, because again, this is kind of the card, right? And don't forget, we do have some ways to sacrifice skeletons, right? We can sacrifice them with Deadly Disputes. We can also sacrifice them with Skullport Merchant. So sometimes you can just force the sacrifice to get extra tokens, which is a big deal. Or obviously, if you get multiple copies, that's like the real sweet spot if you can make that happen. But not going to happen all that often. Just, you know, realistic expectations. Now, lands, we have 2 Swamp, 1 Mountain, 1 Forest, 4 Blightstep Pathway, 3 Haunted Ridge, 4 Darkboar Pathway, 3 Deathcap Glade, 4 Cragcrown Pathway, and 1 Rockfall Vale. We should be able to hit all of our colors without too much issue. I wouldn't imagine that's going to be too difficult here. Pretty solid breakdown with black being the heavy color, then followed by green and red. So, should be fairly easy. I don't think we'll run into many problems there. But as always, we're going to play these games, and at the end of the games, we'll talk about what we would change, because I'll guarantee you there's going to be stuff we want to change. So we'll talk about what the final version should look like, and we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. Okay. Yeah, we keep this. We can Jaspera Sentinel into Eye Twitch and then possibly Deadly Dispute if we feel the need. But also, we could draw something else, whether it's like Magda or Innkeeper or something, and that could be just as fine on turn 2 to set up Skeletal Swarming. Okay, opponent is ready. Let's go ahead and put this on green. And the reason we're doing this is so I have double red available in case I draw a dragon or something. I mean, it may be a non-issue. Who the heck knows? But at least it's a thing that's there. Let's put this one on red. And we won't do anything else. Like I said, we could have played this, but I think we're just going, we'll attack. Why not? If they block, they block. They're probably just going to save to sacrifice it anyway. No, they just foretold this turn. Alright, interesting. Not sure what that means. We can still do this if we want to. Yeah, why not? Now, opponent could meat hook or something here, but meh. Alright, so looks like they're leaving mana up to counter, would be my guess here. I think I'm willing to just do this. And sacrifice this. Maybe this gets countered. Which I would like. So it's kind of like a bait spell here. Did not work, unfortunately. So I'm just going to grab this. Because sadly, I don't think the opponent's going to give us anything we want. Do they want to kill a creature here? Maybe that's what they're debating. Or bouncing something, I guess. Could also be a thing. I'm just going to sacrifice your shambling gas? Is that what's going on here? No. Alright. I want to be pretty conservative here. See what the opponent's up to. That didn't draw a counter either. So you would like to Fading Hope that. This isn't the best way to do this, but opponent's out of cards. This lets us draw a land. Like, I don't know. Gives us a little bit of security, it feels like. So I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to do anything else here in case they do decide to just meat hook Massacre here, and then we can just go dragon into dragon, maybe. Alright, that's kind of nice. Gives us the option. I'd rather not use a treasure there deck, and I'm pretty sure I know what the opponent's doing here. So let's go with this first, because I'm pretty sure this is getting countered. No, with the divide by 0, though. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, so be it. Alright, teachings it is. And land and leave up another counter, I assume. Yep, sounds good. I mean, maybe it's not a counter. Maybe it's a Epiphany. I mean, I doubt it, but it's possible, I guess. Alright, well, they already know we have this. Huh, it wasn't. Well, that's something. I mean, if a creature died, we get 2, so whatever. If they have a sweeper or something, we're not going to keep these as sentinels anyway. I mean, maybe they make treasure, but whatever. They'd probably kill off a sentinel. Nope, they wanted the treasure instead. Alright, so far, nothing in the graveyard, so that's good. Oh, it was none of those. It was a Behold the Multiverse. Look at that. I mean, I still don't think we're in a great spot here. Now, if we can sneak down this other Skeletal Swarming and have these post-sweeper, I think that could be very good for us. But it looks like they might be sweeping the board here anyway. But if so, this is kind of good for us because it opens up the door for us to get this other Skeletal Swarming down. So I don't hate it. Yep, looks like that's exactly what's going on here. Kind of surprised they got the Shambling Gas, but meh. And also went and got that. I would go and get more creatures here probably, but to each their own. Alright, we're going to play another one of those. And I feel like we could get away playing one of these. I don't know that that's true. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we play that, make a treasure. Just trying to think about what are they going to do here that matters. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play one. Alright. Okay, it says more which it is. Environmental Sciences. Get you a land and a token, which they can block with, blah, blah, blah. All that lovely stuff. Yeah, we just take it. I was like, can't think of a reason to block there. What am I doing? And they left the air open, and that resolves. So that works nicely. Sure. Also, that was just a lazy attack. I didn't actually have to attack with the Jaspera Sentinel. Alright. Is this enough? Professor Onyx. That's not really going to do it. That just gets rid of a dragon.
Open your books to page 17 or something.
Oh, no. I have to sacrifice a token. I don't even get to sacrifice a dragon, so that's great.
Watch the life essence fade.
I mean, it does shrink them so they don't have as much power, but the opponent's only at 13. So we don't hate this. Another dragon. We'll activate Chariot. And then we'll attack because we can copy a dragon or a skeleton. There we go. That should do it. GG's. Yeah, that's a whole lot of damage, opponent. Alright. Alright, easy mulligan. Alright, this wasn't so bad. This wasn't so bad. Sadly, though, we might have to get rid of the Deadly Dispute. Oh, that feels so awful. Because here's the thing. We can't get rid of the land. Because if we get rid of the land, we're not going to be able to play the Skeletal Swarming on time anyway. We obviously want to keep Jaspera Sentinel Magda. As much as I want to gamble a land away, I think if we're going realistically, we should be throwing Skeletal Swarming away. But I'm playing based on what we're trying to do with the deck, and I'm just going to take this gamble here. Now we get to Magda into Innkeeper, which is pretty nice. No blocks. Okay, so they didn't have anything great for us there. That is good. Let's go ahead and tap this for green. Because we just get to replace the treasure anyway. And then we'll just pass. And then Skeletal Swarming could work pretty well with the Innkeeper. Oh, no, not here. Now we just need a creature kill spell. That's going to be the real problem. Yeah, you attack with both here. Wow, I would have attacked with the token. Kind of surprised they didn't. Alright, so then this becomes, do we have a way to outlast the opponent here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll have to tap Magda. Skeletal Swarming might be our only answer, and then follow up with Chariot the next turn. Yeah, it might be too late, but I think that's all we can do. We do get some life back, so there's that. I don't think the opponent's playing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll still have mana for that. I think we go ahead and play this. Gain the point of life. No attacks. So this is actually pretty stabilizing for the most part. We could lose Magda here, but it wouldn't be the biggest concern, I guess. I'm willing to take the damage another time here. No blocks. And then let's just see what they decide to do. I mean, you know, they could Brutal Cathar Skeleton, and that wouldn't be the craziest thing. And remember, Despair Sentinels do have reach, so we can still block this Usher of the Fallen later. Interestingly, the opponent does nothing there, though. That is not what I expected to happen. So, go ahead and play this. We gain a bunch of life there. We attack with this and this. I mean, opponent could double block. Well, we can take 4 another time and not care, right? And we have all the mana we need. I don't want to have just Prosperous Innkeeper die because we're getting life off that. And I don't want to risk Magda unnecessarily. At least I don't think so. But maybe do we care if Magda lives here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have all that we need. Even if we get a dragon, it doesn't really matter. Right? Yeah, let's do it. And we can already cast everything we would draw anyway here, so sure. Alright. And we get 2 points back. So basically the opponent's attacking for 2 each turn right now. Alright, is this where they sweep the board? Because I have seen several aggro decks. Oh, no, okay, you're not sweeping the board here if you're just making tokens. Alright, well, looks like we will be activating this, tapping 1, 2, 3. And then moving to attacks. Yeah, I think everything is the answer. And we'll copy one of these. Alright, they gave up. This hand. I mean, sure. Because I guess if they don't deal with our Magdas, then we get to cast Chariot. Actually, or we may wait and play Dragon. I don't know. Well, our Magda won't live very long. That's sad. I mean, we gambled on a crappy hand. We'll see where this leads. Though if we get a land, it could be interesting because we could attack Innkeeper into a Magda, see what happens. I don't know. There's options here, for sure. Alright, Shambling Gas. So what do we want to do here? right answer is here. Because I feel like we can just maybe Innkeeper and then wait. But we could also just Chariot. And this is a tough spot because I don't know if the opponent needs the treasure or not. So I'm just going to do this for now and pass. And we'll see what we draw next turn. Worst case scenario, we just play Chariot, get 2 creatures, and then just tap Magda and make more treasure, then set up a dragon for the next turn. Okay, that's fine. That's actually the least of our concerns here. Now, they did use that pretty aggressively, so I don't know if that means they have another one, which would be my guess. Alright, I'm willing to gamble. If you have it, you have it, opponent. They don't. Great. That is amazing news. Okay, well, knowing what we know now, game on. Now, they can... Actually, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't even attack with the Chariot. I don't think I want to, actually. Well, nah. I'm just going to attack with this and this. And this would kind of tell us if they're needing the treasure to, like, Blood on the Snow, or if they want to just... Okay, so they don't really care. Huh. So they're more worried about being able to kill our Chariot right now. So they have no answers to Chariot. Otherwise, I think they would have went ahead and blocked, killed off a 2/2, get the treasure, do that whole song and dance. But they don't have it. Alright, good to know. Good to know. We're also in a situation where we might be able to get a free dragon with Magda, though we are holding 2 of them. So we have to hope not to draw the extra one. Okay, now that's going to get annoying. Let's draw one of our removal cards. That would be a whole lot of fun. Three, 4, 5. And we have a backup Magda. So I feel like we probably don't want to play this other dragon, right? We just attack with 2 dragons. That feels lame. Probably correct, but it feels lame. Alright. We just attack with 2 dragons at the opponent. So boring. Probably could have got by attacking with the Eska's Chariot there, but... Not putting anything at risk. We don't really have to here. Opponent will get to make 2 more of those next turn.
I will cull a gift.
And then I think I am going to go ahead and do this so I can get the 5th treasure now. Safely. Because the opponent's not attacking or doing anything with the Shambling Gas. Like, we know that. Meat Hook, sure. We know how silly that is.
And do what I demand.
Alright, so here's our plan here.
My power is for annihilation.
This is what we saved this Magda for. So, oh, that's actually pretty strong here. Gosh dang it. Oh, that wrecks so many plans. I had this all planned out. We were going to play that, use 1 to play this, activate this, then get the extra treasure. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Damn. Boy. Okay. No. I mean, we still might want to just play a dragon and then kill that. But then they use this to treasure and we don't get it. Ah. Alright, fair enough.
You win this round, but I'll be.
I mean, this does mean they're probably just going to kill our chariot and we'll get a card, but what you going to do? Because that would make a lot of sense here. Yep. Okay. Anything good, deck? Alright, so opponent doesn't have much here. So if we can turn this into a thing, now is the time. So let's play this on red. We can for sure cast this. We can go ahead and cast this. We can attack. Now we get into an ugly racing situation. We're going to need to be able to do something about these spiders, whether that's us gaining life or something, because we can only really survive 2 more attack steps, really, before this gets ugly. Now, if the opponent's plan is to get rid of the spiders, that's really nice for us. Oh, they did it that way, though. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, that sucked. Oh, they're going to get rid of the Magda? Oh, opponent, we've got 6 treasure. I can go get my only other dragon. Good thing we play 4. Oh, I forgot I could actually get the chariot. Oh, because I can get artifacts too. That might be okay, though. Though, I guess I could have got away attacking first, see if they block, and then we could have got extra skeletons. Alright, opponent, what you got? Nothing looks like the answer. Don't hate that. Alright, well, we're going for it. They're not blocking anything. Intriguing. In the turn? Now, I could have sacked that and gotten 2 things there, but I wasn't really sure what the opponent was waiting on or doing. Okay, that's mostly fine. Not sweating that too much. We've turned the advantage here, so now it's not so bad. I'm gonna block one? No, still not blocking. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and sack one of these. That ain't bad. I think I'm just gonna hold on to this, though. I'm not too worried about a singular token. They may be waiting till they get a turn like this where they can get rid of 3 or 4 of our skeletons. And being able to even just kill off like a Loth or something they get back would be pretty important. No, they're doing nothing here. Well, alright. I guess we're attacking. Because we gotta. I mean, that's lethal unless they got something else. Because he's trample. Alright. There you go. This is an interesting hand. You know what? We keep this. We keep this hand. Because we can also draw an untapped land that turns us into something, so we'll see. Yeah, let's... This is actually a little tough. If we want to try to kill the Delver, we would need an untapped black source to let us play the Shambling Ghast and then use Jaspera Sentinel and Ghast. You know what, though? Let's just play the Jaspera Sentinel. I mean, this is the most options next turn. Now, I could just outright kill the Delver Secrets with the Blood Chief's Thirst, but I think we can wait for that. Alright, we didn't get what we want there, so I'm getting punished for being greedy, as I should. We'll just pass. probably going to bounce the Sentinel. No, didn't bounce the Sentinel. Interesting. Exile target artifact or creature. Gets a 4/4. Yeah, sure, alright. And that is an instant, so we kind of have to keep that in mind this whole time. Alright. Mana has opened up, and this is probably the opportunity where we get to kill the opponent's things. So we can Shambling Gas. Opponent still has the ability to respond here, so that's not great. Let's target this, because if they do bounce that, we don't really care, because we can kill it next turn by just sacrificing our Shambling Gas to a Dispute. Oh, they have a Snakeskin Veil. Oh, that's cute. Do we want that dead more than we want the Storm Drake dead? Thinking. I say we resolve it. Let them have it. Alright, let them dedicate to attacking here first. We'll go ahead and block Drake. Now the opponent may target their Drake to exile it, turn it into a 4/4. Don't know yet. If they do, our plan's going to be to use the Deadly Dispute to get rid of our Shambling Gas and kill the Drake. Then next turn we'll just... Oh, the opponent wants to do that. Alright, I don't hate that still. I think this still falls within our realm of possibility, and they're leaving us a 4/4, which is kind of nice of them. So, I mean, they could have another Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Oh, they have a second one for themselves. All right, fair enough. Good job, opponent. Well, this does open the door for us to have this and kill this while we have an opportunity. And no attacks. We'll just pass. So we worked through quite a few cards here. 2 Sculpts and a Snakeskin Veil and a Delver. Alright, sure. Do we block here? I'm going to say no. If they give it flying or something and they get us... Well, I mean, we'd still be able to chump block, so... Oh, now this is interesting. This is very interesting, because now we can... We cast that, then we'd have 3 mana. 4 mana, we could cast Magda. Still have access to 1, 2, 3. Could play this and still have 2 blockers. Opponent with 2 cards in hand. That feels interesting. Oh, no, we'd have 1 blocker. Oh, no, we guess we could have 2 blockers if we wanted to. And we're going to gain some life here. Also, let's get green. I guess it doesn't matter. And then we'll tap this for black and this. All right. So we did a little bit of something here. I don't know if it's enough, but we'll find out. If that thing gets flying this turn, we die, because I got greedy and tapped my Sentinel. So, is what it is. If not, we're probably just blocking. Probably with Skullport Merchant? Is that what we're doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we need to be able to make sure we can produce 5. But this also would gain us some life. I think we have to block with the Merchant. Not a great choice. Not a great choice, I'm not going to lie. But it's what we got. Okay. I feel like we kind of have to do this. And if it gets countered, oh well, we lose. Because now we're just speed too much. Well, I guess we could still find a spot removal. We have 3 left? 2 left. So maybe. Oh, they gave up! Ew. You know what, though? This is going to be a greed keep. We've gotten lucky so far. We'll probably lose this one. But if we get an untapped land, that does set us up where we can cast a turn 3 Skeletal Swarming. So I'm going to go for it. All we need is an untapped land so we can sacrifice, get treasure, and then boom, off to the races. Come on, deck. Be kind. Be kind. I know you want to. I can feel it in your heart of hearts. Oh, I must have had my feelings all mixed up. Okay, well, it's going to be a long one. I feel like we could have got a jump on it, ended things early if we would have hit it, but we didn't. And now it's just going to be rough. Not much we can do. All right. Well, we finally missed our mana. Had a greed keep. Yes, I could have played Prosperous Innkeeper there, but I want to go ahead. Actually, you know what? I probably should have just done Dispute on my turn because I could have played a land. That's a missed opportunity for sure. All right. We'll go ahead and block. And then we'll just sack that. Get the treasures. Now, though, we're kind of trying to roll into a dragon. Oh, back-to-back dragons, though. That's something. Alright, that gets in there. And I think we go ahead and just play Innkeeper here. Mostly because if they have a fight spell, they're probably going to target the dragon. And the dragon's going to go ahead and make an extra treasure, which unlocks another dragon into Chariot. So, meh. Brutal Cathar. Okay, this isn't bad. Because then we just target the Cathar. Okay. So it does slow us down a little bit, mind you. And we do take a hit here. No blocks. So I think this turn is just attack, play a Chariot, and call it good. Because that produces blockers as well. Don't know if I should. I mean, I feel like I should attack with Innkeeper here. I'm just being too conservative. Yeah. And the life gain really matters here. We'll just end the turn. Alright, opponent's got 5 mana of their own, though. Ooh, Sigarda. Oh, that hurts. That one hurts. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Damn. I think we have to double block this. Like, it's just not worth giving the Chariot up there unnecessarily. Do you matter? That is a question I do have to ask in all seriousness. Alright. We'll attack here. I mean, for all we know, they have another Sigarda, but whatever. Okay. And we'll get a life back from this. And then we'll play this, because if we do block with it, we'll just replace the treasure anyway, and then we get our choice to start deciding if we're going to Skeletal Swarming or Goldspan Dragon, which I think it might be Dragon one more time. Opponent's going to level up their Ranger class here. Yep. Sounds about right. Now, don't forget, they can actually get rid of our chariot, so we only have it for a limited time if they want to remove counters from their initiative. So I also have to be aware that, like, we can't go nuts with Skeletal Swarming as long as that's on the field either. Well, we're definitely not going to go nuts with it now. Though we could get away with casting it if we wanted to. But I think... I'm almost wondering if I play this, activate chariot attack copy. No, it's still only going to leave us 5 mana. That wouldn't be enough to be relevant. Gain a life. Attack. Attack? I mean, if you just bring it, you bring it, you know. I mean, hopefully they don't have a bunch of stuff on top of the library, or else it's going to get real ugly. Oh, Adversary. That's a good one. That's a good one. Though they don't have any flyers, and we have a couple things on the ground, so we got to draw at least one relevant thing here. That's going to be the real kicker. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. All right, maybe we'll get lucky and draw another dragon. I think that's the game plan here. Or I guess a spot removal spell or whatever. I mean, I guess there's options. But for now, we're going to block the big thing. And then we're going to sacrifice the Sinkeeper and see if we can just find another dragon. That's kind of the working game plan, because that's all we got. That is not going to do it. All right. We're looking at death unless we draw it off the top. Or a kill spell. I mean, we could get like an adversary or kill the adversary or something and probably still be okay. Oh, no. No. That was horrible. That was the worst, actually. All right, well, I'm going to do the one thing we can do. We can sacrifice a treasure. Or we could find another chariot. That'd actually be relevant too, because that gets us a bunch of tutus. Come on. Okay, okay. That's something. All right, so can we do this and not die? If we kill the 5 power thing, we get to block 2 things, we take 8. No, we would take 9, so we would still be dead. Yeah, that doesn't help us as much as I wanted to. We could kill the adversary and then take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if we block here. I guess that's our only out? Man, that feels gross. Alright. I guess this is all we can do. This does not feel happy, let me tell you. We have to dodge so many cards. But I don't think we can win any other way. Which is super unfortunate. Alright, well, if they have it, we die. Which could be a lot of things here. Even another adversary means we're dead. So yeah, there's probably like 50 cards in their deck that get us dead here. Unless they have a land in hand and land on top. But I'm going to prep the GGs. Yep, alright, we're dead. No need to go through the motions. You know what? I'll keep this. This probably doesn't go anywhere, but who knows? Well, this is basically just going to be, do we get spot removal or not this game? Otherwise, this is going to be over pretty quick. I mean, I guess not totally. We could kill off a Lunarch veteran, so they don't have a bunch of life gain out. I'd rather have the treasure from this, but if we're just not in a situation where we have that luxury, I get it. Yep. Gain a life. Okay, that's not bad. So that sets up Dragon, sets up Skeletal Swarming. Alright, so we'll just pass. The plan here is going to be to kill off Lunarch Veteran where they play something onto the stack. Alright. Let's go ahead and sack this. Yeah. Minus here. Oh, they also had Snakeskin Veil? Gosh, dang it. Ah, that sucks. Oh, if I'd have done this on my turn, I would have had another shot. Yeah, alright. Well, that's probably the beginning of the end for us. Not totally, not totally. We have another Shambling Gas, so it's not over yet. I would like another land, though, to make us feel at least a little bit better here. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Nope, but we did get an Infernal Grasp. So we can play this. We can still grasp to kill something, and then the next turn we could do this and pick off an Innkeeper. Whew, okay. Well, we'll do what we can. End the turn. Got to play to our outs. That's all we can do here. Now, we might have to do something where we just let Trellisera get big here so we can block with the Shambling Gas and use something. It just depends on what they play here, I guess. Hallowed Priest. That's annoying. We may just have to kill the Hallowed Priest, actually. And just take a big hit from... Because they would gain 2, so that'd be 6. We take 8 and go to 6. Yeah. That seems fine, I guess. Let's go ahead and cast this. Tapping this. For black, I guess. And tap this, because we're not going to block with it. Actually, tap with this. We might block, actually. Yeah, we're going to sack this anyway. I was going to say, if they just had another Snakeskin Veil, I'd be like, you got it, opponent. Like, nothing I'm going to do there. You got me. This is interesting. Because now we could kill off a Trellisera. But then that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we'd still have 5. Alright. I mean, they've already shown they don't have another Snakeskin Veil here. Or maybe they do. Oh, they have a Valor stance. Ugh. Alright. Well, if they just have it, they have it. I mean, nothing you can do if they drew all the defensive cards. I'm assuming they have another life gain thing on top. We're not going to block. I'm just willing to accept. If they got us, they got us here. I'm just going to let them beat us. I mean, if they just drew that well, they just drew that well. Like, nothing for me to do about it. All we can do is maybe draw a Chariot or some number of blockers or something here, and that's probably all we can do. Alright, we're dead anyway. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll keep it. It's not bad enough to throw back. It's only a hair slow. I think this is fine. Well, we have all this red mana. Just debating if I should play this turn. And then I have access to 3, 4. I'm not going to be able to cast Skeletal Swarming no matter what I do next turn, so this is fine. And if they have something to exile a thing, they're probably getting rid of Jaspera Sentinel here. Alright, well, Thalia is annoying, but we do what we gotta do. Good news is if there's a backup Thalia, we get to cast Chariot. Guess we won't get to cast Chariot. Actually, they're probably taking Skeletal Swarming here. Because we can cast it next turn. Oh, okay. I would assume you take the other thing, but what do I know? Mostly because at least Chariot, they have some things that could remove a Chariot. They don't, to my knowledge, they don't really have anything that's going to remove a Skeletal Swarming. But they're like, hey, whatever, we're going to race here, boss. Let's see what you got. All right. So this depends how big of a race we want to try to make this out to be, huh? Because we could cast Chariot here, make 2 tokens. Oh my goodness. We could also attack. That only leaves us 3 mana. If we Chariot, we get 2 dudes, we gain 2 life, so we offset that. We also have the blockers if we want them. Yeah, I think we go ahead and do that now. I think this is what we want. Just because that life gain, I think that alone is pretty relevant here. If the opponent blocks, we get 2 dudes. If they don't, we get 1 creature. Either way, we end up with 2 creatures next turn. Or 2 skeletons next turn. So, it's kind of a wash. Yeah, exactly. The first one you might as well block. Unless I hadn't done anything yet, then you look at the possibility that we could end up playing another Skeletal Swarming. Then it's real bad. Oh, is this all where we're at? Okay, this ain't bad then. If this is all the opponent's plan is, we can dig this. Yeah, we'll win this race all day. Yeah, not even hurting over that. That is fine. That is more than fine, actually. And then we will tap this and one of the skeletons. Because protecting the skeleton seems fine. And then we'll attack with this and this. Copy a skeleton. Alright, we're still at 20 here, so this is going to be really hard for this to go too far south for us. And then we get 2 more bodies. Go to 22. Sure. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, we have like 50 damage on the table. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. We'll just attack with everybody. Yep. Alright, so while that worked okay, I think we actually want to make a couple of changes. Believe this is going to sound a little rough, but we drew a lot of mana a lot, and we have a lot of things that make treasure. So I'm going to go down from 24 lands just to 23, and then I'm probably, and this hurts me to say, but I'm probably going to cut a Skeletal Swarming or something so we can get another removal card in there. Now, I do know that obviously playing more removal makes us a little bit weaker to the Is It Epiphany decks, but that's already going to be a tough matchup anyway. But you want to go ahead and hedge your bets against the other creature decks or the aggro decks, or possibly even the mid-rangey mono black, black white, which stuff like Bloodchief's Thirst could be very good at doing that. So I'm going to try to find room for another Bloodchief's Thirst and an Infernal Grasp in those last 2 slots there as I make the updates. You'll see that in the downloaded list. But otherwise, I actually kind of like the way this played, and at least felt like you were doing something a little bit different, and that's pretty good right now in Standard, and that's like the best I can say about Standard at the moment. So, you know, got to take it where you can. Now, for today's card spotlight, we're going to have Mishra's Bauble. And the reason I bring this card up is it's just a staple in the older formats still. You know, it's one of the cards people look at and go like, I don't get it. You know, this random uncommon that's even been reprinted is still around $9 and going up. So if you want them, now's probably time to get your hands on them. I don't know when they'll be reprinted again. But the thing about this is it's mostly a free card, right? It's 0 mana, get to draw a card. But it does also let you see your opponent's hand. Well, not their hand, but their top card of their library. But that is still extra information you got for 0, and that's actually really good. Now, I know you're looking, some people say, why would you do that? But it's a thing. You'd be surprised how many decks play it. Plus, you might have decks that need different things in the graveyard, so that gives you an artifact to put there. Or you might just be trying to fill up the graveyard to meet various requirements for Delve or whatever else. So, lots of good stuff this card enables. So yeah, not a surprise that it's still pretty pricey. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming streams, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you want to come by, check all that stuff out, please do. Also, if you haven't done it yet, consider being a member of the channel. If you join, it's only 99 cents on the low end, so you can help us out and just really support the channel and make it worth it for me to keep doing content like I did over the holiday break for you. But even if you don't do that, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Remember to click all notifications because that's very important. And then hit the like button to help the video out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.